Hello everyone. This video is going to be a little odd. Through school for the past 2 days, we've been studying in geography, obviously, about the Earth. And in science, we've been learning about the universe. Now, I've pieced together a few things I've noticed, and I've also pieced together different theories by other people. And I might have a few questions, and it'd be nice if some people can answer these, but I think I've come up with almost a conspiracy in the case. Not really a conspiracy in that it's that they know the answer and they don't, and they're not admitting it. A conspiracy in the case that it's almost like a conspiracy of nature against us. When you think about it, when the Earth first was made, or not the Earth, sorry, the universe was made, in theory, with the Big Bang. You have the planet, or not the planet, you have nothingness, which, well then, there gets into all that physics and so forth, which totally blows my mind. So you have nothing, and then all of a sudden, density of the nothingness caused an explosion of everything, which created everything through density and heat. Now, it confuses me because I don't know the physics exactly, but that's pretty much. Nothingness, density, heat, boom. Pretty simple. Now, if that's all it was, then we know it's pretty simple how the world came to be. Spread apart, obviously, you're in nothingness, it blows up, you're going to go outwards. It happens in an instant of a second. Stuff is created from stuff mixing, dust, matter, energy, anything, just from creating nuclear fusion, cold fusion. We don't know. But it's pretty cool. And so then you have the galaxies, you have so forth, all these supernova creating new materials like iron, rock, so forth, blah, 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 blah. And so that's pretty simple to understand once you know the basics of it. But then you have to go into the idea of afterwards when it came to our universe. How do we become? We're the only, as far as we know, smart beings on this planet, other than monkeys, which they're not as smart, but they have some smartness, and seals, which actually might beat us in some aspects if they had disposable thumbs. But never mind. So okay, then how did the first life come to be? Well, in theory, either the Earth was created by just dust and matter building up, maybe where we were a random meteor, and meteor kept hitting each other, causing the friction, heat, and all the molten core, and so forth. We don't know exactly how the Earth came to be, but I'm not talking about how the Earth came to be, because that can be speculated in many different ways, and a lot of stuff supports all the theories. But I'm just talking about in case form of life. So the Earth is made. As a theory I've heard is it grows from just erosion, bacteria eating away at it, and the bacteria, again, is not possibly, or most likely carbon, but it didn't have atmosphere yet. This is just the growing of the planet. So the planet grows, volcanic happens, more layers, more on and so forth. And then after, how did water come to be? Well, ice from outer space, but that would be methane. Well, we might have a few water and oxygen, so we get a little bit of water. So then, but it's only a little bit. There wouldn't be enough to really create our oceans. But what creates our oceans? It's a bunch of different gases mixing together to create water. Okay, so we got this rock. Ice hits it, water forms in some areas, the rock is hardened, it's getting farther away from the core, so it's cooled down. So water can survive without steaming up and going into the atmosphere. Or, well, the atmosphere isn't created yet. And so the water's there, and that's pretty much it. Gravity's pulling stuff towards the planet. So then there's bacteria, obviously, that it doesn't need water, just surviving on its own through probably eating away at rock and around the cracking to expand the Earth. And then water lands, helping bacteria grow. but it's not enough to support stellites or stellurolite, which is supposed to be the first life form. If you listen to the BBC, it wouldn't be able to support it that much. So what created the water? What created oxygen? These bacteria aren't strong enough. They're only good for erosion and eating away at rock. And sterapolite are not, or there's not enough water for sterapolite to exist. Meaning that something else has to have to happen. And I'm just wondering. That, like, I'll get into later. Like, if there has to be something that did not rely on water, did not rely on food, and sort of somehow was possibly creating oxygen. But what? You would almost think that maybe plants came first before sterapolite, single cell or organisms, plants. But what type of plants? Now, I'm leaving this an open question, and just for people to decide. How do you think our world came to be? And then, how did life come to be? It can't be sterapolite because we've already shown that there's not going to be enough water for it to survive. So what? And it can't survive methane even, and methane would have come from all the volcanic activity. So what would have done it? So, I'll leave this open question for anybody who's willing. I hope we can get a discussion started, make video responses, comments, anything. And I might have more videos coming out like this, so subscribe if you want. So, that's it for this video. Peace out.